There's just one place to find a great meal. Have a huge meal. Tame a beast. Eat a sea beast. Take flight. Have a date night. Play some games. Only a sea tour remains. Miners Landing. Everything in one great place.
Very nice guy that did the tune up for us. He's about very nice.
Is he single at my age? You gotta think about this.
He's married and he's black.
Damn it.
Shouldn't tell you he's black too.
It doesn't matter. I don't care about that. Just if he's married, that's kind of important.
He said something about his kids.
Yeah. I mean, kids are, that's not necessarily a package deal, right? Like.
But he was talking about his forever family home.
Oh, yeah, probably. Probably happily married, whatever.
Some people are. At least that's the rumor.
Hello. Hi, Kirsten.
Yeah.
Am I muted or did you just hear me coughing?
You're not muted.
Okay, I don't know how to do this on my phone.
Oh no, I don't see your face though.
Yeah, because I'm laying on my massage mat getting beaten up. So,
okay.
But I found the mute button.
Hey, Raquel.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. I'm in my room. I was like, I'm gonna go sit on the floor in my room and do this. Get comfortable. Hi, Linda.
Hey.
Hi.
Can you hear me? I still don't know
Yeah.
how to operate
Yep.
this. Oh, there we go.
Hear you.
Yeah. I don't like the angle of my phone.
I like your hair color. Is it purple?
It is.
Was it blue before?
So pretty.
It was blue. Yeah.
So
I didn't,
pretty.
the blue for whatever reason kept bleeding like bad, like on everything.
Oh
I'm still
no.
trying to prop this up appropriately. I don't know. Anyway, purple is more my jam.
Yeah.
I
like
just think it
it
looks better with my skin tone. Yeah. Although this is like workout. This is, all day hair. So,
Well,
but
with
thanks.
all that dancing you do, you gotta have fun hair.
Yeah, it helps also to not have hair that needs a lot of maintenance, right?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I literally just take hand lotion and go because it gets fluffy, it gets pretty like feathery, and I like to calm that down. So
Yeah.
all right, we'll try angle.
Hi, Natika. Hi, Nicole.
Hey,
How's it going? You
going
look
well.
comfy.
Trying
Good
not
evening, ladies. I'm driving, so I can't turn my camera on. But
It's
hi,
okay.
everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
You still have your little reading corner. I remember when you set that up, Natika.
I do, and I'm sitting. It's still my favorite.
Didn't you used to have a dresser full of clothes right next to it? Got rid of all that clothes.
spot.
I remember that. That was a struggle.
And I found the money going through my clothes to buy all this stuff.
Nice.
Sitting in clothes that I did not know.
Yeah. Here comes Nancy. Hi, Nancy. I think this is probably everybody. Maybe one of the Julies will come on. I guess we could get started. So I don't know if everybody here knows, but this is going to be my final food call. Natika.
What?
So the structure of the Wednesday call is going to be changing. And so this is going to be our final food call that's just, food topics. It's going to be the meal prep PT call after today. So starting next week, if you're a 2.0 client and you have meal prep PT, this is where you're going to meet. So if you were a 2.0 client before and you still want to participate in meal prep calls, you can still get on, I believe, but check with your coach just to make sure. But I'm sure it's available to all the 2.0 clients, but it's my last call. So it's bittersweet. I really love being on this call every Wednesday. I love talking to all of you guys. But it's freeing up a little bit of my time too, so that I can see more clients and coach more people, which is exciting for me. What, Linda? Linda's raising her hand.
2 questions.
Okay.
So if you're not 2.0, okay. So as I understand it, if you're lifetime, right? I think that's what it's called, lifetime. You have access to all these Zoom calls.
Yeah.
So if you're not 2.0, then it sounds like there's no more Wednesday call for those.
Right. It's going to be more of a cohort. So they're going to be assigned groups for meal prep PT. So the clients that are 2.0 that are going to be doing, they're going to be doing like a group meal prep instead of individual meal preps. The movement call is still there. So if you still need to go into the movement call, that's going to be with Maritza now, since Tabby's no longer going to be with Fitme. So those calls are going to still be available for all of you guys if you have any questions on movement.
So the Sunday call and the Monday call.
Yeah, those are still there. And if you were not 2.0 and you did want to do some meal prep workshops, because it's going to be like a 4-week workshop, so they could add that in if they want it, if you wanted it, for those who aren't. But I think you're the only one, Linda, right? That's not 2.0. Maybe
I like
your
to be
lifetime.
I'm not 2.0 either. I'm lifetime.
You're not either. So it's, I
me
think you had did you have meal prep, Nicole? Or no? You did meal
I'm
2.0.
sorry, can you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Didn't you do meal prep PT before when you were 2.0?
I think we did it when we were at the Fitme weekend. Was that the 2.0?
Oh, okay. Check with your coach if you have any questions, and they can figure it all out for you, because everybody's individual here. I don't know who's doing what.
Sure.
But,
No problem.
so anyway, this is my last call. So I was trying to figure out what to talk about on this call. And I didn't really want to do like protein or carbs or, all the topics that we always kind of cover here. I thought I would maybe give a little bit of advice, my own personal advice of some of the things that have worked for me. I don't know if you all know my story, but I've been with Fitme since it started, since the birth. October of 2018 is when I started Fitme. It was when it was pretty much just a PDF document that you purchased. And I thought I was going to be doing it on my own. I would get the documents and I would be able to figure everything out on my own. And then it just started to evolve from there, and it became more community oriented, group oriented. And now I'm here and I've been doing it forever. But I have learned so much over the past 4+ years since I've been doing it. And so I kind of wanted just to give you guys some tips. Maybe it's something you're already doing. Maybe it's something that'll be helpful for you. One of the things I think that's huge is to always keep your goal in mind. Every year when you meet with your coach, you kind of set a yearly goal. And if you don't know what your yearly goal is, it might be time to sit down with your coach and figure that out. But usually you figure out what your goal is for the year. And so what I always try to do is just remember what that goal is. We don't always write it down, but I like to write it down. I put it on a little piece of paper, and I put it like on a sticky somewhere where I can see it every day. And it's just a really good reminder of either where I want to go in that year or what the whole purpose of me being in Fitme is. You know, it's like your why. Why am I here? Maybe it was at the beginning, maybe it was weight loss. Maybe it was just to have a healthier lifestyle. Maybe it became more refined as you went on and you had like smaller goals that seemed a little bit more achievable rather than these giant, huge, wide goals. But always remember why you're here and what you're doing and what your purpose is within Fitme. And I think if you do that, you'll always have the answer. So whenever you're in a situation where things feel hard, you're confused, you don't really know what you want to do, just kind of go back to your goal and figure out why you're here. It's like keeping your eye on the prize, you know? If it's overall wellness and you're in the part of the year that's the hardest, maybe it's the holidays or, you know, you had a death in the family or big life changes and transitions. I've been through so many transitions since I've been with Fitme, and those are always super difficult. And, you know, if you can just kind of, when you're feeling like giving up, just remember, you know, why am I here? And then just ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now in alignment with those goals? I know we all have bad days and we all have, maybe it's a bad week or a bad year or a bad month, but you know, if you stop and you ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now in alignment with my goal or is it hurting my progress? It kind of helps you reframe and get back on track just a little bit faster. Does that make sense? Yeah. The other thing I wanted to say was just keep showing up for yourself. Remember that you are here for yourself. You're not here for your family. You're not here for anybody else but yourself. So just keep showing up for yourself, no matter what that looks like. If it's drinking a glass of water one day, maybe that's all you can do. If it's having that bagel with cream cheese and you feel like that's what you really need that day, then do it if that's what you need. I think sometimes we get caught up in our busyness and we kind of forget about ourselves because we're doing everything for everybody else. Maybe it's our kids, maybe it's our work, maybe it's our partners. I think as women, that's just what we do. We tend to put everybody before ourselves, and we just need to remember to prioritize yourself in your day. I've talked to a lot of my clients, and that's something I always like to come back to is, are you prioritizing yourself in your day? Sometimes that's a good meal. Maybe you just need to eat a good meal. Like all this week, I have been focusing on my big goal and my recovery, and I've not felt my best. But I keep going back to what that goal is, why I need to recover the way I need to recover. And I eat that Fitme plate, even though I don't want to eat the Fitme plate. And I always feel better. So, you know, just remembering what your promise is to yourself and make sure that you keep that promise to yourself. And then when you're struggling, ask for help. Turn to your coach, turn to your accountability buddies, turn to your Marco Polo group. I think a lot of us also struggle with asking for help. We feel like it's a burden to somebody else, even if it's just like, can you make the kids dinner tonight? Because I just don't feel like it. Or I need you to wash these dishes for me tonight because I don't have the energy to do it. You know, even if you ask your kids, pitch in around the house because I'm tired and I need a rest. I think it's super important to make sure that you're also asking for help, which is something that we don't do a lot. Anyway, those are some of I talked for 15 minutes. Those are some of my advice to you guys as you go on through the rest of your Fitme journey. I don't know if any of that rings true for you, or if you find that there's areas where maybe you do need to think more about yourself and less about other people, or prioritize yourself and stuff like that. So I just kind of wanted to open it up. I know it's not all about food today, but I just wanted to visit with you guys.
So
Look,
who is the
Natika's gonna
call?
talk.
Yeah.
Huh?
Who's going to be facilitating the calls going forward? This
Tara.
your my last one.
Coach Tara's doing meal prep PT,
What does PT stand for?
personal training.
Oh.
She's got, it's like a program where they have a workbook and you do the homework and get together and talk about it. So it's a 4-week, it's like a 4-week thing.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that
So
you've
it's
done
going to be, oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
That's okay.
Natika, remind me of my manners. Yes, we appreciate all that you've done, Marlena. So is it going to be basically like a modular where if you're not a 2.0 client or with a coach, will you still be able to participate, or?
Check with your coach.
I don't have a coach anymore. So
Oh, you don't have a coach anymore?
Access, yeah.
Then I think it's going to be, if you're not with, I don't know, it's case by case. So I don't know, Nicole, I can check with Molly just to make sure. Because it's,
no worries.
I
won't take it personal if I can't come to the party. Don't you worry about it.
Not to mention Nicole could facilitate.
You could still reach out to your old coach if you still have your old
no
coach
worries.
number,
the meal
and
prep
she can find out for you.
I'm good with the meal prep stuff, as Natika said.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. But thank you.
Anybody else got any questions? Does everybody know what their goal is? Like your yearly goal with your coach, the one you talked about at the beginning or during your map your year call?
I have my map my year tomorrow.
Do you?
So I think we'll work on that. I just
so
keep
every
telling
Tuesday,
myself consistency.
What was that?
I keep telling myself consistency. What I do more is what's going to be in alignment with, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I think
if I eat more snacks, then that's going to get me into go in the other direction of what I'm wanting.
Yeah.
But if I eat, if I remember the vegetables, if I remember, make that my priority.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where I'm at right now. Just
think about where you want to be in a year and what you want it to look like. And that's kind of how we set our yearly goals. Some people start with weight loss and then it changes throughout the year. I've had several clients that decided, eating better and moving their bodies, and the feeling that they get with that is more rewarding than any weight loss. And weight loss ends up being like a byproduct or a side effect of what they're doing. And general overall wellness becomes more of the goal, and all that takes practice and it takes work. So it's not something that just happens because, you decide this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to do it by next week. It takes it takes a lot of time. I've been doing this since 2018 and it hasn't been perfect. It's been a lot of work. I could say I'm finally probably to that point where a lot of my worries about my health are not present anymore. I've had improvements in my health. I feel better. When I move my body, it feels good and it recovers faster. And so all of that is just, I think, the payoff of the consistency and just practicing over and over, you know. And there's seasons where I don't feel good, but overall, I haven't lost any of the progress that I've made. It's just a bad season, you know. It's just a harder season, and you just come out of it when you can. Linda, were you going to say something?
I could.
Go
I could
for it.
talk, Marlena.
I want to
giving me
know
your-
what you're thinking.
I'm thinking, literally sitting here thinking a year is a long time. I don't know. It's like I can't even really think that far ahead. And then I guess the first thing that pops into my head would be, oh, I would love to, I feel like this is unrealistic. I would love to be out of pain. No more pain. I don't want pain in my back, in my knees, in my wrists. And then I think, oh, that's really unattainable. And then I think, well, is it? So I don't know, because I feel like I've done a lot for my low back.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I just was thinking, you read my facial features. I can't even barely see myself, but you read my face. I was thinking, I was like, a year? I don't know.
If a year seems like too long to look ahead a couple of months, look ahead 6 months, look ahead 1 month if you have to, and create these smaller goals that will get you where you think you want to be in a year. That's what I have to do.
Well, that
I have to do it month by month, but overall I do have like bigger goals, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I break them down.
I do have a goal, and it's until the month of June, and I am taking steps towards that goal. I even found myself an accountability buddy, and they may or may not be on this call right now.
What's your goal? Do you want to share it?
Sure.
You don't have to.
So in my long range goal of trying to decrease pain and inflammation, I have chosen to take a break from just kidding. I'm taking a break from this goes on YouTube. Alcohol and processed sugar.
Those are inflammatory. So that
I
could be
think
causing
A9.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel better, but my pain is still there. So, but it's only been a week. So, I mean,
Right.
Now the byproduct of that so far is a small shift in weight loss, which benefit, but really I'm looking for less pain. And my goal is June because I'm getting together with some friends that I haven't seen since I graduated college. Y'all want to know what year that was? Anyway, and you know, I'm going to drink. I'll be drinking probably a lot less because I will have a very clean system at that time. So I'll only need like 1.5 beverages, but not need, you know what I mean?
Are you doing any kind of physical
less
therapy
pain, man. I don't know.
to help with your pain?
But I have done plenty of physical therapy, but not currently. The knee thing just started up. So literally today, I just went and bought some glucosamine to try that because I've heard that has worked for some people. And I figured it couldn't hurt. I will say though, my little pill container is now so full, I have to like stick my fingernail in there and like get them just so I can close the lid. And then I put a rubber band on it like an old lady because if I get one more in there, it's going to pop open.
Well, that's cool. I'm curious to see where you are in a year with your pain. I hope you can figure that one out, because that's not a fun thing to have to deal with.
No.
But
Like
I
I said,
think
things-
eliminating inflammatory foods is a really good first step to
Yeah.
getting there. Anybody else want to share their goal if you remember? No. Gaylina? I'm gonna call on somebody. Gaylina just had her map your year call. Do you remember what your goal is for the year? See if she's listening. Or Kirsten. Kirsten just had her map your year call too.
Sorry, I'm just finishing dinner.
Okay, I'm
Oh, go ahead, Gaylina. Go ahead.
okay. I'm here. I'm driving, so I was on mute, and I couldn't figure out how to get off. All right, I just pulled in my
I'm sorry.
driveway. Yeah, I had my call yesterday, and my overall goal was similar to Linda's, is to feel better overall. I struggle as well with some inflammation, and so my goal is to overall feel better, to get more movement as well. And as you were saying earlier, the weight loss would be a bonus for me. I just want to be able to move, be more flexible, and just get rid of some of the pain that I'm experiencing.
Mhm.
So that was my goal. And it was a very good call yesterday. So I know somebody said they had their call tomorrow. Can't remember who, but it was Molly was very good, very understanding, very thorough, pointed out
Yeah.
some things to me that I didn't realize or recognize in myself. So it was a very pleasant call with her.
Yeah, Molly's really good. She's really good at those calls. Yes, Linda.
I know everyone's different, Gaylina, every body is different, but if you feel comfortable sharing, what were like the top 3 things, if you want to, that she said to help decrease your pain and or inflammation?
Well, I had started more movement because I just wasn't moving as well. We didn't talk a lot about my inflammation, but I had started, I have a prescription medication that I take, and I started taking some turmeric and curcumin, which has been helpful. And I've also been taking, it is, I can't remember, but it's a liquid supplement that's supposed to help with inflammation. And if you want to, Linda, if there's a way we can connect, I can surely send it out to you to let you know that I think has been a game changer for me. And
It-
I'm not at home right now, but I can
Yeah.
share that with you. So some
I don't
kind
know.
of way, Marlene, or we can connect.
Yeah.
I don't want to put
You-
my email address out on you.
You could send it to me, Gaylina, and I can get that to Linda.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I find Marlena playing middleman. I would love to know.
I got both your numbers.
If it's liquid, then I don't have to
Okay.
fit it in a pill box, because I'm gonna have to up the size of my pill box. Put it on
No,
the
it's
back.
not a pill. It's actually it's a liquid supplement.
Ooh, is it
And
tasty?
I take a, and it's not very tasty, but I think it has worked.
Okay. Yeah, I'm very curious. So if you get a moment, I would really appreciate that.
Okay, I'll send it to Marlena.
Cool. Thanks.
Mhm.
Nicole, did you unmute yourself?
She's unmuted now.
She's driving, so we got to be
I
careful.
know.
That'd be awful.
We don't hear you, Nicole. Oh, there she is. I think, yeah,
can
I don't
see
think
you.
you're, I don't think it's working. We don't want you texting though. Don't be leaving anything in the chat if you're driving.
That stinks.
I know. Does anybody want to share anything else before we get off? I'm kind of sad.
Don't go.
That's all right. We can still talk food in the Facebook group. Or send me a Marco Polo if you have questions.
There you go.
I'll always chat with you on Marco Polo.
You know, Amy Heap
Uh-huh.
spent so much time trying to get me to do Marco Polo. I was so like, one more thing. It is such a game changer in staying connected with friends and feeling support within Fitme and outside with my own personal. It's huge. I talked to a girlfriend of mine in Santa Monica multiple times a day, and she's very supportive, and it's wonderful.
Yeah. I think community
You're
is
so
really
good
big.
at Marco Polo. You're so
I'm
good at it.
You're good at it.
Yes,
too, Raquel.
I like to talk. And I like being in my
Hello?
There she
we
is.
can hear you.
Can you guys hear me? Is there anyone
Yes.
out there? Hello, hello, hello.
We hear
sorry,
you.
I was
Go ahead.
for whatever reason I couldn't I was unmuting, but you guys couldn't hear me for like 10 minutes, and I'm just like, hello, is there anyone there? But I wanted to just comment on the body aches. That was one of the major wins that I had last year, because when I first started Fitme, like I was so inflamed. I had so many, my hips were like the hips of an 80-year-old. I felt like I just had so much pain in my hips, lower back, and my knees. And I started really evaluating. I did like a whole 30, then I did an elimination. I would say my version of elimination. And I really found my diet played a major part in it, because mine wasn't triggered. My pain wasn't related to arthritis, slip disc, collagen issues, or things like that. It was really about my diet. So once I learned what my triggers were, and for me, it was sugar, dairy, specifically yogurt and cheese, as well as gluten. So I have a bit of a gluten sensitivity. And as soon as I eliminated those things, or limited those in my diet, I saw amazing improvement. Like it was like within 2 weeks, a lot of that pain went away. Now I also started to move more, so that helped with mobility, as well as strengthening the muscles and joints that needed strengthening, and loosening the muscles that needed to be loosened, like my hip area. So I can definitely vouch for the improvement in my mobility as part of the reduction of inflammation in my body.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, that sometimes it's diet related and not anything else, And
Yeah, but I
Gaylina,
would
we
say
can always,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. I was gonna say, Gaylina, we can always talk about that on our coaching calls too. Maybe there's some foods that you're eating that are causing a little more inflammation, and look at some of those things too, because I know that happens with a lot of people. It's a lot of it is diet.
Okay.
Does
I even
anybody
saw
else
improvements
have
in my skin, so it helps. That's
Skin?
multiple benefits. Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else? Does anybody have any questions, even food related questions, before we get off? I know this wasn't all about food, but I just enjoy talking to you guys.
I do.
What?
So I'm sitting here thinking, elimination, schmimulation. What can I eat? Give me something like blueberries. Like I want a list of foods, like eat more of this to help with, decrease inflammation. Because I know that antioxidants like blueberries, I don't even. So that's what I'm.
Do you eat any of those things? You do, don't you?
Yeah, I take
You eat a
turmeric,
lot of them.
blueberries.
I like pineapple, like melon, like cubed melon.
Melon?
Those especially help. melons, yeah, like melons. So a lot of times I'll get whether it's pineapple or that's not a melon, but cantaloupe or watermelon, and I'll add salt to it
Oof.
to kind of increase the sweetness, and that kind of curves my sweet tooth, as well as pineapple, mandarin, things like that.
I will say I do eat fruit, but I haven't had melon in quite a while. So that's an anti-inflammatory fruit, is what you're saying, Nicole?
Well, for me, it's anti-inflammatory because it's keeping me from going to get the cake that I want to eat. That's truly an inflammatory. So it's
Yeah.
you know,
You're
it's
almost
the it's the good, better, best scenario of, all right, either I can have a sheet cake for it just being Tuesday, so it didn't have to be someone's birthday for me to go pick up a cake, a brownie, or here's some chilled melon with a little salt on top to help kick the sweet craving,
yes,
which will trigger my inflammation.
I understand that, but I'm saying, like, are there actually foods out there that I could consume more of to help with the inflammation? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you Google anti-inflammatory diet, it'll list many of it is berries. They have a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. But I'll text you a list of foods that are considered anti-inflammatory.
Girl, I can do it. I can look it up. But, I mean, if you want to, because I know when you get home, you've got nothing to do. You don't have 2 children
not at all.
on you.
Has anybody ever done the collagen for things like that? Like, doesn't collagen do something for your joints or
Yeah,
for?
it's supposed to help with your joints, and I do it now that I'm doing this training to help with recovery. I don't know if it's working or not. And Tori told me that it should be taken with vitamin C. And I know the collagen that I have has vitamin C in it, but I haven't looked it up, so I don't know like the science behind it. But she was saying if you take it, I know a lot of people will mix it in with their coffee, and she says it's actually going to work better if you mix it in with like orange juice or something like that. But I don't drink juice, so I don't know.
I eat it in my
I don't know if
oatmeal.
it's
Like whenever I
working.
do my oatmeal, I do it in my oatmeal. It's so because I do not like it in my coffee, so I do it with my
Mhm.
oatmeal. Or like in my oatmeal bake or just my cup of oatmeal, and I can handle it better that way. But I haven't had it consistently to
Yeah,
notice if it does anything or not. So I didn't know if it was.
I haven't either. So I can't say if it's working for me or not.
I consumed a whole container over time, obviously, in my coffee. I
Mhm.
didn't notice a difference, and I got to say, I didn't love it in my coffee.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
And I don't eat oats. I tried to put it in my yogurt. Oh, no.
Oh.
So I'm sure that,
Maybe
like, huh?
in your oatmeal cookies, in your banana oatmeal.
Oh, yes,
I mean,
delicioso.
I know that's not.
I haven't made those either. No.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying the collagen really I didn't notice a difference.
The difference.
Oh.
It was one whole container. Maybe I didn't do it long enough. And every body is different. So, you know, different people are going to get different results.
Absorb different things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're just going to keep you on forever. We're just going to keep popping different
I know.
questions on. This is the last
Anybody
one.
needs to go.
Oh.
You go.
Wait.
No.
I got one more question. Wait. Our last call. I gotta get every drop out of it.
But it's been fun, guys. I don't know how long I've been doing this now, since October, I think. I think that's when I took them over. So
It's been fun. It's been
I'm
awesome.
still
Thank
around.
you.
Thank you guys for showing up and not leaving me all by myself. All right, ladies. I'm going to say goodnight. Y'all have a good evening, good week, and a good weekend. And we'll see you somewhere.
Hey.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
ladies.
Bye.